What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank Sanchez, Junior Fa. That's right, it's here. The fight prediction between Junior Fa and Frank Sanchez. So before I begin, here is the tale of the tape. We have Frank Sanchez coming in at 23-0, okay, and he has no losses, of course, compared to the 2 losses for Junior Fa, and he hails from Goa, and he's fighting out of Miami, Florida, which Junior Fa is from New Zealand, okay, and he is from Atahuhu, New Zealand, okay. 31 years, 5 months, 5 days, okay? And Junior Fa is 34 years, 2 months, and 4 days, okay? The height is 6'4" to 6'5" for Junior Fa, so Junior Fa has him by an inch. 78-inch reach for Frank Sanchez, which the actual reach for Junior Fa is 82.5, so he has them there. And looking at these two guys, I see the experience definitely going to Frank Sanchez, but Junior Fa has been in there with the former WBO champion Joseph Parker, which he took his first L, okay? Junior Fa, he was a guy that was prepped to be the next Joseph Parker, okay? But, of course, the trials of people's career, they don't always live up to their standard, okay? Now, I'm looking at his record right now. He lost to Lucas Brown and Joseph Parker, and those are back-to-back losses, okay? Joseph Parker was unanimous, and Lucas Brown was a KO. Now, because of the Lucas Brown fight, now look at Junior Fa as a guy that could be taken out, okay? And this is not hard to predict. I don't think Junior Fa has anything for Frank to worry about except for Frank himself. If Frank comes in overweight, I think he can only beat himself at this point, because we've seen him against his last opponent. And Frank Sanchez, he looks overweight. And if he comes in overweight against Junior Fa, that will give Junior Fa only an opportunity to pull off an upset, because it would be an upset, because Frank Sanchez is a guy that's way up there on the WBC rankings in the top 5. I think he's 4, if I'm not mistaken. But matter of fact, I think he's 3 now, since Ruiz has been snatched from the WBC rankings all of a sudden. And Frank, I think he's explosive enough to take Junior Fa out. With his boxing ability alone, it doesn't matter on the reach at hand, because Frank knows how to counter like nobody's business. The Cuban school teaches them that at a very early age, and Frank has been knowing how to do that since he was yay high, okay? I would give it to Frank. I'm going for Frank because Frank, I'm biased because Frank is a friend of mine. Go figure. Cuban fighter, friend of mine. There you go. But nonetheless, I think that Junior Fa will try not to get that 3rd loss, because he has 2 back-to-back losses, and I think he's underachieved, honestly. And I think he's trying to live up to the hype. Him along with Mark Demori are the 2 guys that, these 2 fights are really not what we expect, for the day of reckoning. They're the low end. This more than likely will be one of the first fights of the night, coming Saturday in Saudi Arabia. So, I expect Junior Fa to definitely, to fall from Frank Sanchez. I think Sanchez will get him out in probably round 8 or 9. But that depends on how good a shape Frank is in, okay? Because I think this is all about Frank. How good in shape is Frank in? You know, is he getting comfortable like Yordenis Ugas was? Because, you know, a lot of the Cuban fighters, they get over here, they start getting that bag and they get comfortable. Okay. And so you have to be, I think Frank has to be cautious of that. You know, Frank Sanchez is a guy that could upset a lot of people in the heavyweight division, but he has to stay in shape. He has to stay consistently in shape to be where he needs to be to get his point across by winning. Okay. And I think Frank takes it. Eighth round knockout. You guys tell me what you think about Junior Fa and Frank Sanchez fight prediction. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.